Hello lovies, welcome back to Alake YouTube channel. Today's story is on how to make this exaggerated puff sleeve. It is also called a gong sleeve. So if you're interested in learning how to make this sleeve, please continue to watch this video. Thank you. To make this gun sleeve, you need your fabric and your basic sleeve, your fabric, your basic sleeve. You need the peplums. This is a soft stay, but I would recommend you use a peplum stay or collar stay. Or if you're using this soft stay, you can double or even triple it. And you can use hard stay to just something to make the sleeve stay. And also you need your bony. You're going to use it at the hem of the sleeve, or you can use bony or crinoline. It's either of the two. This is Regilene bony, and you can use plastic bony too. Either of the three is fine. So now for this is the fabric I'm using for this tutorial, and I'm just going to place my basic pattern on it. So you have to make the length of the sleeve is around 8 inches. So I'm measuring my cap height, and also around the armhole I add 1 inch seam allowance, then I mark it straight down. So the width of your sleeve will be how big you want your sleeve to be. So you can make it very big, just like the first picture you see. Can you see that one is very big compared to the second picture at the beginning of the video? So to start with, I'm just going to place my basic sleeve pattern on my fabric. So you'll be adding extra allowance to the top of your at the upper part. Just look at where I'm marking. So I'll be adding extra allowance to it in order to create the puff effect on the sleeve. So I'm just going to mark it down. I didn't know that the chalk was not really showing there, but just look at the way I'm tracing it off. You are only adding your allowance to the cap height. I'm sure we know the cap height on a sleeve, so that's where you're going to add your extra allowance too. So I go up from the basic sleeve by 3 inches. So I'm just going to cut it out like that. So around the midpoint of your sleeve is where the cap height is. Can you see where we add the extra 3 inches to it? You can make it 4 or even 7 depending on how much you want. So I'm using that to cut the lining. So I'm using the fabric also as lining. So you can use lining, or you can use bridal satin for your lining. So I'm just cutting off the lining like so. So after cutting this, the next thing I'll do is I'm just going to add the stay to the fabric. I'm going to go and gum the stay to the fabric. So I'll be gumming it on the sleeve and also on the lining. I told you that if you're using this stay, you have to double it. So you can even double on each. You can double it on the lining and also on the fabric. So I've already added the gum stay, the paper stay to the fabric. So I'm just going to place it on each other like so. The right side facing each other, the lining and the fabric. So I'll be using crinoline for this tutorial. So you're just going to place your crinoline. Make sure your crinoline is on your um make sure your crinoline is on your lining. Or if you are using boning, just like I showed us, you can just place your boning on it. Make sure you place it on your lining, either your crinoline or your boning. So I've already joined it together. Can you see how it is now? So I'm just going to fold it in. So I'm going to fold in the lining gel out to make it stay really well. So I'm just going to go ahead and iron this so that it will relax. You have to go and iron it so that it can relax. So I've ironed it already. Can you see this is the wrong side where I pulled in the lining? So I'm just going to go and tape down the sleeve together because we created a puff effect. So I'll just go and do that. So I've already joined it around there. So the next thing is to fold your sleeve into two like so. And where we added the extra allowance to, you're going to clip that area. You can notch it or you just clip it. It's either you notch or you clip it. So I'm just going to clip that area so that we know that this is where the extra allowance we added at the beginning, this is where it ends. So where you have that extra allowance there, that is where you're going to go and pleat. So at the upper part where we have the extra allowance, you're going to pleat that. So I was trying to create the pleat here by holding it with my pin, but the pin was not entering. I think it was because of there is the paper stay there, so it's very heavy. The pin could not stay there. So I'm just going to take this. I will take this to my sewing machine, and so I even got injured with the pin. It was not entering, so I intended to pleat it and pin it down, but it did not work. So I had to just take it to my sewing machine and sew it. So I'll still show us how I did that on the sewing machine, how I created a pleat. So this is how I was struggling with trying to create a pleat before sewing. So now I'm showing us that where you clip it or where you notch it start, that's where you're going to start your pleat and going to stop at the other side where you clipped. You know, you're going to clip it in two places. That was why I put it on fold where I was clipping in, so that you have the clip in two places. So I'll show us how I'm going to sew it on the sewing machine. So this is where you're going to start, where you first clip it. So you start creating your pleats from where you notched or clipped started. So you're just going to be creating your pleats. So it might not be easy, especially if you use collar stay or peplum stay. It might be really hard, but you will just get it. Just continue, just try to create your pleats like that. So I'm just creating my pleats like so. So your pleats will stop exactly at the other side. No, we started from where we clipped it, or if you notched it. So that's where I'm going to stop, where the notch stopped. That's where I'm going to stop my pleats. So I'm just going to sew it right there, and I will back stitch, and I'm just going to cut off the extra thread there. So this is our sleeve there. Can you see the puffy effect already? So now I'm just going to turn it to the wrong side and go around join the sleeve together so that we can see how it will look. So on the wrong side, that's where you're going to go and join it. So I'm just going to take it to the sewing machine and join it straight down like so. I know it's just because of the purpose of the tutorial. That was why this sleeve is not that really big, because the fabric was not so much. You can make yours as big as you want. Just create it, just make it big however you want it. Can you see this sleeve? So I'm just going to turn it to the right side, and it's just going to stand like that. And these are puffy exaggerated sleeve. It is also called a gong sleeve. Can you see how it's standing on its own? It was the effect of the crinoline and also the stay too. So if you add crinoline or you use bony, either of the two is fine. And these are going to make yours. It's so simple to make. Just follow the steps that I showed us here. So thank you very much for all this tutorial. If you find it helpful, please give this video a thumbs up. If you have any question, please ask your question in the comment section down below. And if you've not subscribed to this channel, please subscribe. And to all those that have subscribed to this channel, thank you very much. I really appreciate you. Thank you for your support. So you're just going to take this to your sleeve and you join it, take it to your arm or on your dress, and just add it to your sleeve like so. This is how it looks like. You know, this one is not really as big, so if you want to make it really big, you're just going to create it. So this is all for this tutorial. Thank you very much for watching. Like, comment, and also share.